Good morning, guys. It's Ian from SS 8000 Cars, and I'm in the Kempinski Hotel. Walking towards the lift and going to try and find breakfast. We're at Geneva. Always interesting. Fantastic couple of days of the show, and today is the first public day. And the most fantastic news is, having got soaked on the way back from the station last night, it is a completely gorgeous day.
Guys, one of the most exciting cars on display today at this show has got to be the Hennessey Venom F5. Now, this is Hennessey's own car. Now, you're probably aware of the previous Hennessey Venom because it was based upon an elongated Lotus Elise, which Hennessey took the Elises and they built them in Central America. This is their first real supercar, hypercar. This could be the fastest car on four wheels ever made. They say it'll top 300 miles per hour. It's got 1600 brake horsepower minimum, and its acceleration figures are just completely astronomical. And I like the shape. I think it's very aggressive. Lots of aero going on. Very nicely put together inside, apparently, although this one's blacked out, so I wonder whether this is a sort of a part prototype. This car is not heavy. Now, I'm not utterly sure what it is in kilos, but it's under 3,000 pounds. Remember, this is an American car. Stunning at the rear, in my opinion. I love the three exhausts. Whether it ends up being exactly like that, we'll have to wait and see. You had a Venom before, didn't you?
Yes, we had the Venom, and this is the Venom F5, and this is supposed to go 300 miles per hour.
And this is entirely your own design?
My dad's design, but yes.
No, sorry, yes,
Yes.
Family's design, you know.
Yes, sir. 1,600 horsepower.
Right.
It weighs less than 3,000 pounds.
Your dad has got the shape absolutely right, hasn't he?
Yes, he loves to go fast.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Was it based upon the Lotus Elise or something close to that? I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Anybody in the car business will have heard of Hennessey.
Yeah.
Hello.
My brother Ryland.
Hello. My goodness, yes, it is a family business. Nice to meet you, Ryland.
Nice to meet you, Ian. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you. I mean, we're actually work for a channel, so
okay.
If it's all right, we will continue videoing.
Sure, of
Is
course,
that okay?
yes, sir.
But a great fan of you. Well, great fan of your dad's. I mean, he's never met me, but I mean, he's just he's been out there with his. With
big dogs.
Yeah, with the big dogs. Yeah, it's a very good description. You're from Texas?
Yes, sir. Houston, Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
That's just now. This, my understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your first own design car from the ground up. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's our first bespoke car.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And I suppose, like all these things, the complexity involved in that is huge.
Yes.
Because you've got to get when you're going to produce a car that's going to do something close to 300 miles an hour,
Right.
you probably need to be worrying about the aerodynamics and the drag coefficient
Of course.
and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not
Yes.
you can't just put something
can't
together.
just go
and sort of
300.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's not just a case of putting a powerful engine in the back and saying, right now.
Yeah. I
I've
wish
got
it was
enough.
that easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was interested in, is it a single clutch transmission?
Right, so yes, we have a single clutch transmission, and we'll give out the option to do a manual 6-speed or with paddle shifters.
Oh, will you?
Yes, sir. So,
Sorry, six-speed manual.
yes, sir.
Now it'd be interesting trying to control this machine with a clutch.
I'd say the only person that ordered that would be like true.
Like your dad.
Yeah, true racers.
The problem is, like anything, I mean, I've got a number of McLarens
Right, okay.
personally, although we actually run a website and a YouTube channel,
Okay, very good.
and we're putting together a magazine as well.
Okay.
But the reality is, I've always been a complete car nut. So when I sort of got out of full-time business,
Right.
I sort of thought, well, what can I do that I'm going to enjoy?
Right.
And if other people enjoy it as well, that's fine. But actually, I started doing it for me. Even with the previous Venom, which I think was the Lotus Elise based, but you could see the sort of some of the middle body bit similarities. I thought that was an absolutely stunning car.
Thank you.
And
Yes, sir.
this just takes the game on to the next level, doesn't it?
It really does. It is
So it's 1600 brake
1,600 brake horsepower.
from is it a V8
Yes, sir. So it'll be a twin turbo,
and a cubic capacity. Do you know what they give?
8 liters.
8 litres.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, so pretty big.
Yeah. That's an amazing machine. And do you know how many your dad intends to produce, or is that not fixed yet?
24.
24.
Yes, sir. 14 of which have already been sold. So better hurry and get yours.
God, I think, to be honest with you, it's going to be a bit pricey for me. 'Cause
Oh,
you're talking
no.
close to 2 million euros, aren't you?
So it'll start at 1.6 US dollars, and then from there it'll go options, which you can,
Right.
you know, we have a customer that's going with a full carbon body, so yeah, just whatever the customer wants.
This would be maybe next. They'll all be gone, won't they?
Yeah.
Why 24? Why not more?
Well, so for our previous car, the MGT, we didn't sell all of them. Yeah, just enough to keep it exclusive, but not, you know, you don't want to see them everywhere.
Well, I think at 24 you're not going to see them. You're talking about maybe one coming to the UK, aren't
Right,
you?
yeah, so.
There's not thousands and thousands of different designs for these type of cars, is there? You know, they're all going to have to do similar things.
Right.
So to make it look distinctive,
Yeah, I'd say that's just like one of the biggest things about making a car like this, especially in this market, is finding the balance between like a good design that will run 300 and then something that's appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
I can think of a million different weird car designs that are just like very abstract.
The McLaren Senna being one of them, actually.
Yeah,
you know, it's very, very focused for the track.
Yeah, the GT especially, the new one they just released.
But it's not pretty.
Yeah, I really don't think it's the most beautiful car, but I'm sure that thing can run around the track like nobody's business.
Engineering. I'm really impressed, and it's great to have this sort of car from the US.
Right, yeah, I mean, we're very close with the people at McLaren, Mike Fluid, they're great friends of ours, and they've...
Imagine your dad's friendly with everybody.
Yeah, he gets around, so...
From Koenigsegg to Pagani to...
Yeah, maybe not them so much, but yeah, they're all great people, really taught us a lot, and gave some great encouragement, guided us, so...
But even things like the brakes have to be
just
unbelievable,
like
don't
pristine.
they? I mean, because I mean, you've got to be able, this thing has to get through whatever crash assessments and individual certifications are required for
Right. The street legal.
Yeah, no, that is just fantastic. All right, well, listen, thank you. Your dad will have one, won't he, of the 24? Do you think?
I'm sure he will at some point.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, even if he makes sort of 24 and one.
Have the Hennessey car.
Yeah, exactly.
Family car.
And then that'll get passed down, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So it should be fun.
Okay, well, listen, I appreciate being allowed in your stand. Thank you, Emma.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
See you later. Thank you, Ryland, again. Bye-bye.